awesome day. A couple of other boats out here. The season's starting to get underway. We're just on the edge of shoulder season, so within the next few weeks, I imagine this place will really fill up. But really lovely to be out here. Sun's out, guns out. There you go.
Join us this week as the spring winds blow us further north along the Dalmatian coast, and we make our way to the mouth of the Krka River, the impressive fortified city of Šibenik, out to the Šibenik Archipelago, and finally on to the Island of Muerter. Our week starts where the last one ended, anchored in the shadow of the wall of Ostraga.
After spending our morning working from the sheltered bay, it's time to pick up the anchor and head for Šibenik.
This afternoon. There is a little bit of bad weather coming in tomorrow morning. Thunderstorm with some quite strong winds, up to maybe 25-30 knots. So we're going to get into Šibenik this afternoon and go to the town quay where there are some mooring lines. We're getting to the point where we need to take on water anyway, so an opportunity. Nice strong wind this afternoon coming over our shoulders, so we should be able to sail all the way in there. It's about 20 knots now. And lovely sailing.
As we leave the protection of the anchorage, the wind starts to pick up.
Sail going.
A lot stronger than I expected. But with our genoa partially furled, we're coping. Well, at least for a time.
Feeling too good?
Yeah.
As we pass St. Nicholas Fortress, we enter the passage that connects the Krka River to the sea and take down the sails to navigate through the narrow channel and into the natural harbour of Šibenik.
Soon we're tied off to the seawall in front of Šibenik, and we set out to explore one of our favourite old towns in Dalmatia.
Šibenik was a revelation when we first sailed here 2 years ago, with an old town every bit as impressive as Dubrovnik or Split, with its sandstone buildings, red terracotta roofs and towering fortresses offering a glimpse into its storied past. It's even better now in May, before it gets too hot and busy.
Šibenik also has a decent food scene with a number of modern restaurants. It's a nice change from the very traditional canobas and understocked groceries in the islands and smaller coastal towns we've visited since leaving Dubrovnik.
It's Friday, and after a few days of strong winds, the weather has cleared and it's time to push off and head out to the islands off Šibenik.
Leaving Šibenik this afternoon. We've been posted up there all week, but it is Friday, the sun is shining, a nice gentle wind blowing us offshore, and yeah, just a lovely day. Awesome day. couple of other boats out here. The season's starting to get underway. We're just on the edge of shoulder season, so within the next few weeks, I imagine this place will really fill up. But really lovely to be out here, and should be like this all weekend. Sun's out, guns out. There you go.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited about the rest of the season.
If it's all like this.
It's all like this.
But maybe some strong wind coming next week as well now.
Yeah, I was looking at the weather report and it said it was going to be gusting of upward over 38, which is pretty fierce.
That is a gale, right?
And nothing I want to really be not in a marina for.
When it's good, huh? It's hard to imagine.
Yeah, I was thinking about that the other day. It was like so calm and you're like, well, do you really need to go in? But obviously the weather changes and we needed to go in. But at the moment I was like, oh, we don't need to do it. The largely uninhabited islands of the archipelago outside Šibenik are perfect for exploring by boat, and we decide to head for the Island of Kaprije.
Soon enough, we reach the southern end of the tiny island. With a population of less than 200, there's just a single settlement on the western side. But we've tied up to a buoy belonging to a seasonal canoba.
We're not alone, sharing the small cove with a couple of other boats who've had the same idea as us. The next day brings more blue skies and a gentle breeze, and we make plans to venture a little further around the island.
We spent the night moored in a little bay at the south of Kaprije, and it was perfect. There are about 4 or 5 other boats there, but the restaurants weren't open that owned the mooring buoys, so we just stayed on the buoys. Nobody came and asked us for any money. And this morning we've come around to the western side, to this beautiful little bay. Got it all to ourselves. Just had a little bit of lunch, and now the afternoon breeze is picking up, so we're going to sail for the northern end of the island. It's a tiny island, it's not going to take us too long, but this season we're trying to concentrate on not biting off more than we can chew, doing nice easy sails. So it'll be a nice short sail this afternoon. We'll settle in for the evening, and then tomorrow we will cross back to Murter, which is a little bit closer to the Croatian coastline, and then we'll head for the safety of the marina there before we get some pretty big weather in the middle of next week. But today, light, easy. It's probably blowing about 15 knots now, so we'll take advantage of that to blow us up the northern end of the island.
We just made it into the bay at the top of the Kaprije Island, and it was a bit windier than what we expected, blowing directly at us, but we made it. The canoba looks to be closed, so I think we'll be able to have this mooring buoy for the night for free again, which would be lovely. Making harissa, eggplant, halloumi. I'm gonna do it.
First swim of the season, huh?
First plunge. I'm gonna get my hair wet though. Just gotta kind of do it, but oh.
Is it cold, huh?
Oh my god, it's way colder than I expected.
You done?
That was it.
That was a short swim.
After the briefest of swims, it's time to set sail for Murter.
Just leaving Kaprije Island. Had a really nice weekend out there, perfect weather, still perfect weather today. And today we've got really good wind. So we're beating back up to Murter, and we will probably stay on anchor for a couple of nights before the weather turns midweek. We've got about a 1.5 hour passage today, doing about 5 or 6 knots with about 20 knots of wind. So should be really nice sailing this afternoon. And hopefully we're finding a really nice anchorage when we get there. How was the sail over?
It's been quite nice, especially the second half. Great winds, sunny skies. Couldn't really ask for a better sail. No dolphins yet. Lots of boats.
Lots of boats, huh?
I think there's a regatta, you can see behind me. A lot more boats than I expected to see in May.
After finding a patch of sand and setting our anchor nicely, we rowed ashore to explore the island a little bit.
It's Sunday evening, sun's setting, about 7:30 now.
We're on the Island of Muerter.
It's been a pretty good weekend.
It's been lovely. We've had great weather, the best weather we've had since we've been back on the boat.
And we're anchored in this little cove, which is very pretty right now.
But it is full of nudists. So if that's your thing, this is the place to be.
This week we'll try to get up to the northern end of the island before the weather sets in,
And explore what Muerter's got to offer.
or just hunker down on the boat. It's looking really grim. But yeah, it's been a good week.
It's beautiful behind us.
If you enjoyed watching the video, help our little channel grow with a like and subscribe, or drop us a comment below.